Rahubat, y'all. Rahubat. This is Ro again, back at it again with another video. And this is the time that I was molested by my cousin. This is my battle with porn addiction. This is a very hard topic for me to discuss, not just with you all, but period. Talking to anybody. This is very hard for me to speak about. But I watched the video from a brother named Joe T. Baker 3. And he was speaking about how you have a thorn in your side, and and that thorn that the Creator put in you is meant to be there because it's meant to keep you humble. I'm telling you, if this thorn of porn, if this thorn of this molestation, of this sexual abuse wasn't there, I would be having. I don't know how humble I would be, because I know what I can do. I know what I got. I know what I know. Like I know. Like I know. You know what I'm saying? I know that I am that not only gifted, but I am that blessed by the Creator. I am that. I have been given that much intelligence. I have been given that much attraction ability. I have been given that much everything. That if I didn't have this thorn, I wouldn't be humble, yo. You know, with a Mercury and Leo at 29 degrees, that's pretty not humble, bro. The way my brain processes information is not humble. It's very self-centered. But anyway, back to the story. I've been molested, and this is a very hard topic for me to discuss. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Now, like I said, I'm doing it because I saw a video. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about, you know what I'm saying, the thorn in the side, and you know, this is me seeing my thorn from a new perspective. So I'm opening up about it. Right? So here's the story. I was molested by my cousin at 10. I was living in Virginia at the time. And in living in Virginia, you know what I'm saying, I was very shy. I was very timid. And not just quiet. I was actually shy and timid. You know, my father wasn't there. Single mom. My mom was working. I don't know what else she was doing. To be honest, the more I learn, the more and more I learn, the more and more I'm like, I really don't know what you were doing. I know you were working, but I said that there was more there that I wasn't being told. Anywho, so you know, typical trauma-filled family shit. And one day, I learned that my cousin has to stay with us for. I'm not even exactly sure why. I'm not sure if it was he was going to school or if he got in trouble or what the fuck it was. I don't actually know what it was, but whatever. That's besides the point. So he ends up staying with us. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, I believe by this time I had already found out the orgasm, but I didn't know how or even know that I needed to utilize that energy to go and do something, especially with people, right? So I was really confused and not knowing about things. I was uneducated. I didn't have any knowledge about what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm saying, and so and also it didn't feel like anything was up. You know what I'm saying? But I did have a porn addiction. You know what I'm saying? And in that porn addiction, you know what I'm saying? Man, a lot of shit happened. And anywho, rewind that shit. Back to the cousin, right? He comes through. One day, my mom ain't there. I think she was working at work, and it was like maybe a holiday or a weekend or something that I'm not even sure about. You know what I'm saying? And then me being not knowing and me just thinking like this is okay. especially because I'm part Haitian, and let me tell you something. Haitians, bro, the amount of trauma within the Haitian community is out of this world, bro. It is not a fucking joke. Haitians, talk about sexual abuse, talk about physical abuse, talk about mental abuse, talk about shadiness within the family, within the house. Things well, anywho, besides the point. And I'm really proud of myself for even breaking these curses. But anywho, he stays over, and then one day he's like, get in the bed with me. So I get in the bed, still not knowing nothing. And then I can't remember if he started touching me first. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm pretty sure he did. And the thing about it is, I don't even think that's how it started. I think it started with him touching himself, and then through him touching himself, I like in front of me, I seen him touching himself in front of me, and then like it gradually went to get in the bed. He told me to put it in his ass. Now, at that age, I had no idea what the fuck that even meant. I had no idea what the fuck does that mean. And so, this is so funny to say. I put it in a crack. I put that motherfucker in a crack and went in a crack. It's like, what the fuck is that? That's not what he meant. But I am glad at that, whatever the enemy used for evil, God used it for good. This was for evil, but in that moment, I only did the crack. If I would have known, if I would have been given more clear direction to where I could actually overstand and put it in the hole, I would have, my experience with the woman would have been completely different. I mean, completely altered because that's the first thing I would have known. It would have been way different. Anywho, so I do that, you know what I'm saying, and touching, kissing, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? He has to be like somewhere, I think he's 10 years older than me at that point. I don't think he was in high school. I think he was not in high school. I think he had to be like somewhere between 18, 19, 21, 21, somewhere in there. Anywho, so that happened, right? And that done snowballed into me doing stuff with other family members, which is crazy. It happened with another cousin. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then from there, you know what I mean? Like I started getting into porn and shit. And with porn and shit, you know what I'm saying? I went on the X Files, right? And I looked up the X Files, and then through the X Files, I was like, this is, I never seen this before. This is my first experience seeing two people together, right? Was online, right? And in that moment, I started. This is around the time I had learned about an orgasm. And from there, I was just orgasm, just doing it. Mind you, I'm still shy and timid, so I ain't talking to nobody. I'm alone. My mom ain't there. She's at work. My dad ain't there to even teach me nothing. You know what I'm saying? No male role model. I am alone with the internet as my teacher. I can only imagine what it's like for people, for children now with the AI internet as their teacher. Motherfucker. Oh, I pray for them. Oh, I pray for them. That's gonna be crazy. Anywho, so I don't know nothing, and so from there I started doing porn. I started doing porn, And mind you, I get all the way up to I'm 18 years old, maybe 19 years old, and I haven't had sexual relations with a woman yet. Right? No sexual relations with a woman yet. I ain't even know nothing. Rewind. Throughout this whole time, I'm thinking I'm gay. I've cross dressed. I've done things that are just not straight. You know what I'm saying? And when I say straight, I mean like in terms of sexuality, right? Now, I get to college. I don't want to put no names out there, so I ain't gonna do that because we want to keep that shit on the wraps. But I had some relations with a dude, but this time it was a little more purposeful, right? Slightly. It wasn't like it was less of me doing it, and it was more of an energy that was there that was that I just recognized, and so I was comfortable in it because I recognized the energy that I was in because I've been in that energy for fucking years, consistently, over and over and over again, and no one even told me how bad it was for real. Like no one ever like sat me down and was like, "This is what will happen if you do this. This is the consequences for doing this. If you orgasm so much, this will happen to your body." When you hold the orgasm and you use it with this science and use microcosmic meditation, you will be able to use that within your body and have and build an electromagnetic field that becomes stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger that you can attract anything you want in this fucking life. Ain't nobody tell me that shit. Granted, that's esoteric science knowledge that I don't think my family was on. I don't think a lot of people were on at that time. Anywho, ain't nobody told me to stop. Besides my mom, but when she did it, she you know what I'm saying? That was the energy, but she never really knew what I was looking up. She just knew I was looking at porn, or at least I think. I don't fucking know. She might have told me. I don't fucking know. So I get to college. I get to have sex with a woman for the first time in the library in college. Nigga, when I did that, I was like, oh yeah, I'm straight. I was like, oh yeah. Tell me that you know what I'm saying? Like dead ass, bro. I was like, yeah, this is it. But now, what if I would have and rewind back to the earlier? If I would have stuck my in the if I would have inserted myself in the dude earlier when the cousin who molested me, if I have done it then, I don't know how it would have been then. And this is also a very interesting conversation. Pause, Twix pause real fast. I had a class in college, and we were talking about is being gay biological, or you born that way, or is it something learned? And when I went up and I said, I think it's learned. And now that you have this knowledge about me, you kind of see why I think it's learned. I think a lot of it is learned. I think the general population is learned, but I do think on the bell curve, there is a lower percentage of people where it's actually normal. Like they are born that way. Just like how there are hermaphrodites born with both sexual parts, right? Just like that, I think that there are people who are actually born homosexual. However, I think it's a smaller part of the population because of biology and anatomy stuff. But because of the environment people grow up in, it causes them to be gay facing, homosexual facing because it's a trauma that they experience. Not everybody, but I know that some people, because I know if it happened to me, I know it happens to other people, and I know that other people who it's happened to that we've had this conversation, but you know what I'm saying. And so like, man, so I say all that to say, you know what I'm saying. The way that this affects me now is pretty insane. Like it affects me wholeheartedly now still. You know what I'm saying? Because I was doing porn after porn after porn after porn for years. Like years. Decades before I even knew it was bad. I didn't really know the effects of it or how bad it was until I was in college, but like I was like 24, 25. By that time, I had been doing it for over a decade, bro. I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Less than 10, nigga, that's 15 years, 10, 15 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm 33 now. So it's only been like 7 years, 8 years, you know what I'm saying, since I've really known, oh, nigga, you need to stop. I've gotten better and better and better. However, I keep falling off. I keep falling off. And then I keep falling off, and then my mind plays tricks on me, making me think that you can do it. This is one time. Or you can get on Instagram, on YouTube, on these sites and just look. You can just look. You can just look. It's okay. You can just look. Nothing's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And then, or it'll be something like, you could just do yourself. You ain't gotta watch something. Just do yourself and think about something. Think about something. It'll be okay. But every single time you do that, you give in one time. It just rolls downhill, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's real wild, and it only takes one. It literally just takes one, and so it affects me so hard. And right before I made this video, you know what I'm saying? Well, not right before I made this video, like sometime before I made this video, I had messed up again. You know what I'm saying? But then I saw the Joe T video just now about the thorn in the side, and I've been covering it, not telling nobody. I've been covering it and not sharing my story with nobody. Like nobody, I don't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? My girl know a little bit, but she don't really know for real. She don't know for real because I tell her every once in a while. I don't tell her how 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 often it occurs and how it's messing up my relationship with myself. It's messing up my relationship with her and females because of lust. But I have a different type of struggle with lust because it was a dude that molested me. You know what I'm saying? I have a whole different type of struggle. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different ordeal. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's that thorn that be in my side that I be covering. But it's in there because it keeps me humble. 'Cause like I said, I got the Mercury at 29 degrees of Leo. If I did not have that motherfucker, I would be on, bro. I would be out. Anywho, so it keeps me humble. That thorn because it makes me keep going back to center, to the Most High, to the universe, to Allah, to Elian El, to the All, to El Kalun, to Source, to the universe. It keeps me going back to that energy every time. Clockwork. This is not. This thorn is not so bad. This thorn is not so bad because it's keeping me humble for one, but it's also building me up because when I talk about it, I can talk about it, and I'm already. It's okay. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? And so it's okay. And so I'm coming out. Duh, duh. I want the world to. No, I'm not really. I'm not saying that. Because I actually am straight. That's funny. I might put that music right there. I'm coming out. I want the world to. Anywho, so this is me expressing that. Now I'm expressing it to you guys. I'm also going to be expressing it to other people and tell this story. And I have a lot of other crazy shit that be going on that I'm going to talk about too, because I think that this is that all those things are thorns in my side that I need to express. Those are all thorns that I need to show. I have multiple wounds that need to be shown because I don't ever talk about it. I always hold it in. I don't ever speak about what the fuck be going on in my life. I don't ever speak about all the pain and all the trauma and all the dirt and all the grime and the heaviness, the boulders on my back that I be carrying from just being a black man, let alone a black man who's molested by a dude, and now he's struggling with that in his brain, even though he knows he's straight, but he'll be struggling with that shit in his brain. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole. It is crazy, and the society be on your back about being a black man, and you can't even. And if you're a black man, you can't even be that. You can't even be fucking motherfucking gay without people looking at you weird. And it's not even gay. It's not even just about being homosexual. You can't even be a straight dude who has feminine features without being looked at weird. And it's 2025, but it's about to be 2026, and we still can't do that shit. Like, what the fuck is that? I'm society's backwards. Anywho, it's changing. The energy is shifting. It is shifting. I already know it's shifting. We all know it's shifting. The energy is shifting into a new junk. You know what I'm saying? And man, to be honest, I hope that this inspires someone to see the thorn that you got, whatever that thorn is. If it's anger, if it's corn, if it's lust, if it's smoking, if it's drugs, if it's cocaine, if it's between the toes, if it's if it's if it's food, nigga, if it's food, if it's work, nigga, whatever that thorn is in your side that you keep not showing, that pain that you keep not showing, show it, express it. It needs to be expressed somehow. And right now is a really good time to express it on the planet because we are vibrating higher and higher and higher. The frequency keeps increasing. So people's consciousnesses are increasing and will continue to increase daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, decadally. If that's even a fucking word. It will keep increasing. And as it increases, all these conversations are going to come out. More and more shit is going to come out, and it's going to be out there. Nothing else is a secret anymore. And so if you try to keep the stuff a secret, this thorn in your side, this thorn in your chest, on your body, these boulders on your back, these weights, these ankle weights that you got on your shit, my nigga, these ankle weights that's holding you down, this belt that has 10,000 pounds of rocks dangling down is holding you down, all that shit is, if you don't let it out, is going to cause you to die quickly. Inhale life, exhale trauma and death. Inhale life, positivity, stress-free, love. Exhale, death, poverty, lack of abundance. The breath is so important. Anywho, for those who stay to the end, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Follow me. Hit the button. Ha! Hit the follow button. Hit the follow button. And when you hit that follow button, follow me. Like, double tap it. And when you do all that shit, you know what I'm saying? It keeps me going. Let me know if this resonates with you. If you've had a similar experience, let me know in the comments below because I'm very interested to see how many other people, first of all, how many other people even watch this. And then secondly, who even watches to the end. And then thirdly, who even share. I'm interested to see the numbers and data sets. You know, Virgo. Heavy Virgo energy, but whatever. Big Virgo. So I'm excited to see that. And this is me releasing the energy, and I do feel lighter. It does help. With that being said, I appreciate y'all. Follow me. I got all that astrological content, and I'm gonna be doing more of these real life shit stories. RLSS, reals, 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 slur. I'm gonna be doing these slurs, real life shit stories. Anywho, appreciate y'all. Wadu, Wadu on 210. Wadu.